The whole elite chosen one definitely doesn't exist. There's no hierarchy. There's no one above anyone else. We're all here. We're all doing it together. The algorithm is doing something really beautiful. It is bringing us new creators together, us new creators that are on the same page, going in the same direction. And I think that it is just, it's so beautiful. And it's funny because I started this video and then I had to stop it and restart because as soon as I started saying small creators, I heard real quick, you are not small. So shout out to my new creators. Shout out to my new creators who have been in connection with me, who are doing that thing. They're making their videos. They're super supportive to me, commenting, liking, all that. I just want to give a moment at the beginning of this video before I start to show my appreciation for y'all. I'm so grateful for y'all. It is nice to be in a space with strangers who are just all over the country, not even in my country. You know, I'm in the freaking UK, people outside of the UK and the States, like, and we're all connected. We're doing our thing. We're trying to pass on the message of the light. I appreciate y'all so much, so much. And I see you and I'm watching you and I'm rooting for you and I'm supporting all of you. So with that said, there is one new creator and I feel very connected to this person just because I can feel the innocence and I can feel the purity and I can sense the weight of their heart, and their perspectives are just so unique. And it reminds me of, you know, when you see people and they should be in the fucking spotlight and they should be heard. Like, and I really hope that you reach a point where you are very heard by many people because people need to understand and know your perspectives. But shout out to, and forgive me if I say your name wrong. I'm going to say it's Koskela official or Koskela official. I'm not too sure. But shout out to her. I absolutely enjoy your videos. I really do, babe. Because you allow me to think. Do you know what I mean? And me being a person who is very, I guess, intellectual, I am very like, I'm in my heart, but I'm very in the mind. I have a good balance that way. And as someone who is usually the feeder and always feeding others and pouring into others, I feel like you genuinely pour into me and you make me really think about my own perspectives. I relate to you in a lot of ways with perspective, but at the same time, like sometimes you say things just that little bit differently. And I feel like you're broadening my perspectives as well. So shout out to you. I really hope that you grow. I'm there. I'm watching you. I'm rooting for you as well. But I came on here too. Basically, she has inspired me with this video because she made a video about the whole quote unquote chosen ones, you know, or like the elite, the spiritually elite. And I just want to come on here to say that I completely agree with your perspectives on that. So let's go. So her video was basically around the fact that she had two videos. One was very short and sweet. The other one was a little bit more explanatory. So, and I'm going to tag her so you can go and watch, guys. But it was about the fact that like the whole chosen ones and elite thing is very much from how it is being portrayed these days, and how the lack of exploration for it is. It's very much from the ego. And it is also a title that is used on a lot of like on a lot of videos and a lot of just clickbaity type posts. So I just wanted to come on to address that because I agree that the whole title, the whole label of that, I go against that. The whole thing with the chosen one thing, if you ever hear me saying chosen one in a video, it's because I know that people relate to the saying. But at the same time, the chosen ones that I'm talking about are the people who hold the light, I relate completely to the number 144. I do believe that there are people here with a purpose who are the beacon of light, who are the leaders of where the light gathers, who are the people who shake up the world through light, through leading people into themselves, through leading people to the awakening and remembering of themselves. So I strongly believe in that. But I dash away the whole name and title of chosen one and spiritually elite for the same exact reasons as Koskela said in these videos. And like I said, once again, if I'm saying your name wrong, I am so sorry. The reason that she goes against this, and so do I, is because of the fact that it's basically leading people back down the road to their ego. It is, in my mind, I see it as a diversion. It's like the back road. It's like a diversion away from the whole point of having an awakening and remembering. It slows down that process of people's remembrance. So the whole chosen one and elite, as soon as you have a word that since you have a word that talks about, elite, but it's talking about basically being above others. And what we need to understand through this whole awakening process is that once you awaken, you never know where you are within your awakening. So remember when you first woke up and you thought that you knew. You thought that you knew. You thought that this was it. Where I am now, I know so much more than I knew back then. And I know that giving myself time and more remembrance, I will know so much more than I do now. You know? So on the other side of this, yeah, with the whole chosen one elite thing, yeah, plastering it all over videos, making it viral content so that people click it and that they feel better. They feel better straight away. You're feeding their ego. And the whole chosen one thing is like it's creating this level, this tier. And we need to understand that as soon as your mind tries to put like levels to it, and as soon as it creates that separation, as soon as it creates the separation and the division, you should understand that that is your ego in play. You should understand that your mind is just trying to make logical sense of life. Life is not supposed to make sense. Life is supposed to be felt and experienced and learned from. It's not supposed to make sense. We only have our logic mind in order to keep us alive for survival. So it's going to naturally try to organize things. But we need to understand that when we get to a point where we are separating ourselves from other people, when we are giving ourselves labels and it makes us feel like we're in a separate boat, let alone a separate tier, level, hierarchy to others, then we should know that we're going in the wrong direction. This message is to bring awareness to the people who have freshly awakened, the people who are seeking. And when I say I am still seeking. But I'm talking to the people who are so hungry. They're so hungry because they're just arriving to the new remembrance of themselves. It's very fresh. And now they're hungry. And now they're looking for a way. Everything, you just found out everything's a lie. You just found out all of the deceit and the delusions. And now you're starving to know the truth. This video is for those people because I don't want you to go blindly following others who are leading you right back away from your soul and further into your ego. This world, like I said, has duality. And it is very, very easy. Sorry, y'all, it cut off. I really need to get like a mic for my iPhone because this Samsung's not doing it. It keeps cutting off. So hopefully I'm gonna pick back up on the right part. But and I was going in too. I was talking to you, going in. Then I realized, oh, it's not recorded. So what I was saying was, let's go back. I think that in this world, because of the duality that we have, it's really easy to twist things up, especially in the world that we're living in, where it is a lot of delusion around us. And it's easy to not really know where you're going or even have a sense of you being separate to all the other beliefs and sayings and knowings out there, you know? That's why it's important for us to come home to ourselves. But back to the message, because of this duality, it's very easy for us to slip right back into the satiation of the ego. When we are, my son is just woken up now, when we are on this awakening journey, if you feel in any way that you need to give yourself some type of name or label, or, you know, to make yourself feel like you're doing more than others because you have that, hi, baby. Because you have that sense of needing to be a leader, to be a beacon for people. We need to, I think that it is so imperative to remember what parts of you are feeding, and to also remember that everyone, every being here has its own place. It has some type of important reason for being here, and all has its own reason for being here. We can't all come here and be leaders. We can't, like, who are we going to lead if we're all leaders? We can't all come here with the same reason. Some people are just genuinely here to exist, just to experience the walk of life, and just to learn simple things for their own soul. We need to keep in mind that just because you feel like you're here to lead and save the world and to awaken people, that does not mean that you are above anything. And I say anything, I don't mean just people. I mean animals, the earth itself. Like, don't feel like you are above anything. The whole term with the chosen one, it's so that you can feel like you've claimed that crown for all of the hard work that you had to do, for all of the soul searching, for all of the shadow work. And I completely understand that. But isn't the real crown at the end of it you finding you? It's you finding you. It's you remembering. It's you coming home to yourself. It's you finding the God within you. Isn't that the real crown? We don't need labels. And people who are strongly seeking, who are really hungry for seeking, and who are looking for something to follow, I highly suggest that you find people to surround you who operate from the heart center. Because I genuinely believe that people who walk and live through their heart, I feel like they are the most godly people. So that's one thing. Find people to be in your physical vicinity who are about their heart, who operate from the heart, who serve from the heart for the greater whole. But secondly, if you are people who are looking to follow anything, I greatly advise that you spend all of your time, as much time as possible, getting to know you, getting to know you and your values and what you care about. Get to the core of you. I've been doing this for years, guys, years, and I'm still digging and I'm still finding new parts of myself. This is the real crown. The whole elite chosen one definitely doesn't exist. There's no hierarchy. There's no one above anyone else. We're all here. We're all doing it together. We're all a part of the greater whole. And when we all learn that, then we can shatter, we can shatter the egotistical religion that has been created around spirituality. I love y'all. I feel you. I am you. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. So thank you so much for being in this space. Sorry for the interruptions. I'm going to go love on my baby now. And until the next one. Oh, I can reach.